Stars, filmmakers and journalists have come together to remember film critic Barry Norman in a memorial in London.
Ken Loach, Chris Tarrant, Rory Bremner and Dame Maggie Smith were among those in attendance to hear Barry Cryer, David Puttnam and many others pay tribute.
Lord Puttnam remembered the longtime host of the BBC's film programme as a lovely man with an understanding as well as a knowledge of cinema. The film show's iconic theme tune was played as guests arrived.
Norman, who hosted the program between 1972 and 1998, died last year at the age of 83.
Lord Puttnam, Oscar-winning producer of Chariots of Fire and The Killing Fields, said Norman had had an instinctive empathy for the filmmaking process. Despite this, he continued, he had found some of the stars he interviewed to be a pain in the neck, among them Robert De Niro, with whom he memorably clashed in 1990, although their meeting ended with him shaking hands. Bruce Thompson, Norman's longtime producer, remembered the presenter as a king of the auto cue who wrote every word of the scripts he delivered.
Irish playwright Frank McGuinness, meanwhile, said he had been a wise friend, a gentle Englishman and the best of critics.
McGuinness remembered an occasion when their dinner date was delayed for hours by the number of Dublin film fans determined to shake his hand.
Other tributes came from film critic Jason Solomons, who described Norman as a mate, a mentor and a master who had showed us all how it should be done.
Later in the service, Norman's younger brother Richard remembered him as a protective sibling and a warm, loving man whom he had loved warts and all.
Barry Cryer said he was a master commentator, full of Norman wisdom in a light-hearted poem he claimed to have written while waiting for a laugh in Lowestoft.
He had, he continued, the wit and style of Damon Runyon, even when describing a pickled onion, a reference to the pickled onions to which he lent his name.
Norman's friend John Ring revealed during the service that proceeds from his onions would help fund a bursary for budding young journalists. Other attendees at St. Paul's Church in Covent Garden included directors Alan Parker and John Madden, broadcasters Paul Gambaccini and Katie Durham and politicians Sir Vince Cable and Baroness Williams.